Hello and welcome to PlayStation Unchained. I'm your host today, Chili, as we talk about video games thanks to the website psu.com, PlayStation Universe. Go check them out. Plug over and done with. So how's everyone's week been? Tim, I missed you.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
That's nice of you. It's been okay. For the most part, yeah. It's been okay.
Good. You've been playing any of the video games?
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Kingdom Hearts lately.
Ooh.
Watching, playing, because, it's goddamn time sync.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I've been consuming Kingdom Hearts quite a bit over the last week and a half. And
Which of the Hearts of Kingdoms are you on?
Oh, I've gotten through all of them now.
You're beating the Drop of Dreams, the Sleep of Births.
Oh, no, I watched the Drop of Dreams. There's no way I could play that one. That one was... Oh, man. I'm probably going to get butchered for saying this, but that one was really boring for the most part.
I played it on 3DS, so...
Okay.
I didn't mind it that much. But I must admit, out of the spin-offs, I like Birth by Sleep the best.
Yeah, that's been my high point. Birth by Sleep, and then the point 2 as well. Both of them have been really just my, clincher.
I've been watching the leaks a lot, and so I'm definitely happy that I'm skipping 3. So...
Yeah?
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes, but yeah. I mean, if you like Kingdom Hearts, go buy it, but I've enjoyed them, but they've never been my favourite games. So, yeah.
Okay.
I guess birds and stuff, and someone's typing really loudly. He started to type really loudly as soon as we started recording.
Man, I'm sorry, my fat fingers are hitting the keyboard too hard.
Hey, I have fatter fingers. It's fine.
I'll stop. I shall stop.
You don't want to hurt yourself again.
Yeah, you don't want to give yourself wanker's cramp again.
Wow!
It kills 2 out of 2 British people every year.
Oh my god. I'm glad you're still
Don't
with
be
us,
another
man.
statistic,
You're the
Gary.
longest surviving member.
Don't be another statistic of wanker's cramp.
Oh my god.
Oh, wanker statistic.
So, Tim, is there anything you're excited for now? I mean, it's the start of the year. There's video games on the way.
Yeah, I'm way more excited than I thought I'd be for Resident Evil 2. I never played those games when I was young, and I missed out so much. But the demo really just sealed the deal for me.
I didn't play 2 because, I was too young.
Too young?
Too young.
Resident Evil 2 young? I'm lame as shit.
I was a teenager, so it's all about that biohazard. More like biohazard.
Bio. Like body odor hazard?
Yeah. I was a teenager, what do you expect?
Yeah. That's just normal.
Video games. So, Resident Evil 2, it comes out soon, doesn't it?
The 29th.
29th. The same day as Kingdom Hearts, almost.
No. It's the 23rd. It's a week.
Okay.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Wait, the 23rd. Someone should buy me it as my birthday present. So I can stream it, and then the birthday present would be me screaming.
Yeah, the 25th.
Yeah. 25th, sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Comes out on a Friday.
It comes out
4 days before Kingdom Hearts.
Oh my god.
It's fine. Remember, Resident Evil 2 is short. You should be able to finish it in about half an hour.
I get it.
Wow.
Just like the demo that you can beat in half an hour. You should go try out the demo. It's on the PlayStation Store right now.
I beat it in 23 minutes.
Gary beat in 16
I was also
pumps.
rushing like crazy.
And Gary beat in 16 pumps.
I didn't beat it at all. My time ran out. I decided to sit around and enjoy.
The only thing that I found out from all this is that Tofu's back. And that's all that matters. because I want to see 4K tofu. Isn't that what life's all about?
That's all you need, really.
Yeah. And
A 4K block.
4K block of. I hope it's really badly textured as well. You know, I really hope they just upscale.
He has bite marks on him now.
No,
pieces of him are missing.
No, someone's eating the tofu. Damn you,
Ew,
vegan
why?
Pete from SheHillsITank.com.
Plug.
Yeah, plugs. So, Gary, I guess. Hey, Gary.
Oh, what's up, man?
How have you been?
I haven't gotten Taurus yet. I'm sad.
Well, we keep calling him Taurus. That's a Pokemon. You mean Turles.
Oh my god. You know
Turles.
who I'm saying. I'm foreign. I mispronounce letters. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, dude.
Well, I can't wait for my go-getter.
There you go. That's how it's spelled. You're not pronouncing it wrong.
Vegeto.
Vegeto and go-getter. Those are my favourite fusions. By the way, I know we haven't done the anime cast for a while, but I want to bring this up. What did you guys think of the new Dragon Ball Superheroes anime episode? I actually didn't hate it.
I actually didn't even watch it because I'm
Really?
like 4 episodes behind.
Wow. Tim, did you see it?
Yeah. Meh.
Yeah, that's good. But that's better than it was. So.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, it's meh, and I still don't care. But that's still better than where it's been these last couple episodes because it's actually like starting to establish something, not just like throwing a bunch of high-powered people at each other. It's trying to like salvage it, and it's fine. I guess.
I don't hate it, which means it's better than it was.
Yeah.
By the way, tomorrow, by the time this has gone up already, but this would have been announced before this goes up, but there's going to be Dragon Ball announcements for the new for possibly Xenoverse and Fighters, and there's rumors that the Dragon Ball Superheroes will be announced for Switch outside of Japan, which means we'll finally be able to play Heroes outside of Japan, which means hopefully Dokkan Battle will finally get Hero banner.
Oh my god.
You know what? Screw the Gogeta and Broly banner. I want the Heroes banner.
Going hardcore on heroes. The SS3 Goku and Vegeta are pretty good cards.
Yeah. There's some really, like, Adult Gotenks is really good as well.
Adult. I want a Gotenks.
Adult Gotenks. Now 100% more rainbow legal.
I get it. It's a little too old for Gary.
Wow.
Yeah, he's more a Pandel.
Hit.
By the way, I'm still annoyed that Kid Chi-Chi is in the Peppy Girls thing, but what's clear, Pan isn't. That doesn't even make sense. But okay.
No.
So yeah, Resident Evil 2 remake demo stats revealed by Capcom. I know, stats and stuff.
I didn't even. How many people downloaded?
I bet it was 10 billion. No, 1.1 million.
You haven't even looked, Ben.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm reading it with my eyeballs. But yeah, 1.1 million people downloaded it in 2 days. Now, how many of those are actually, you know, different people, or not people downloading it on different accounts so they can try it again and get around the 30-minute time limit?
Right? You gotta wonder about that.
Yeah.
It can't be like, you know, a grievous amount.
Yeah. It'd be a decent amount. I'm going to say at least 5%, maybe?
At least, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
So, yeah, no, because, yeah, people aren't stupid. Well, people are stupid, but people, if they want to play something, life finds a way. So,
Life, finds a way.
That's a load of shit.
Now that is one big pile of shit.
References. But yeah,
love that
Resident Evil 2
movie.
demo remake. It came out recently. You should download it. It's free. It's fun. It will scare the shit out of you. And it looks like they've done a really good job with it.
Yep.
Though the pro
I
version
concur.
does have issues, I've heard. So
Like what?
there were some frame rate issues and some weird texture bugs. So yeah.
In the demo?
Yeah, in the demo.
Oh. Maybe it's like an isolated thing. I was okay.
Yeah.
My Pro was fine.
Yeah, nice.
I don't
I haven't even
I don't
downloaded it yet, so I don't know.
know. What the hell, man?
Oh, and the Dreams beta, again, more invites were sent out on Friday. Remember, it's NDA stuff, but if you got in, congratulations. I didn't. I'm sad.
Yeah, I feel like it's fine for me to say this. I didn't get in either.
Yeah. We can say we didn't get in because you can't really sign the NDA if you're not in it.
Yep.
But tomorrow is another chance to get into the beta, so if you haven't got in yet, make sure you keep an eye on your emails because more emails will be sent out tomorrow. So, yeah.
Okay. I kind of want in just
I
to
do.
dink around, really check it out.
Oh,
get a
please,
feel
you're
for
gonna
it.
get it and you won't even download it. Like, oh, shit.
I can't wait. I really can't wait for Dreams, so...
Says the guy who told me he wanted to play Dead or Alive 6 yesterday and didn't show up.
Well,
And I had it
I have
downloaded.
it on my hard drive, just in case.
Excuse me, I messaged you like 4 times without any response.
Oh, what about last?
said
What
okay.
about last month where he said, "Oh, do you want to play Comrades when it goes separate?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure," and I've downloaded it. And it's been there since it went separate.
Hashtag.
You know, I'm just not going to talk to it anymore. I'm just going to be the silent podcast.
Well, that's a great podcast. Okay, everyone ready to the same podcast? Man, that was a good podcast. See you next week.
Just do it for like an hour and a half. People are like, is there something wrong with the audio?
Never been more hated in my life.
Well, you know what's more hated by me? Dark Souls Trilogy is released in Europe.
That was a good segue.
We're finally getting Dark Souls Trilogy. At
Are you
last.
excited?
No. But it's coming out on March 1st. It comes with Dark Souls Remastered, Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3, giving the players the full series in one delicious death package. From Software's currently working on the thing that I can't say, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, which says it's the spiritual successor to the Tenchu series. Yay. I must admit, that looks good. I'm looking forward to that. Though I shall probably skip it anyway.
Well, I mean, it's not called Final Fantasy 14.
It's not called Dreams, so it's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Gary-
Dreams, I can make my own Dark Souls. I don't need to buy it. I can make a Dark Souls.
Ben has a very sophisticated palette.
I do. It's called Give Me Games that I can create stuff in and where I don't get murdered from looking at the floor.
Well, aren't some of those raids in 14 like that?
That's true, but I'm just that good.
True story.
Anyway, Dark Souls Trilogy coming to PS4 in Europe in March. So if you're a fan of Dark Souls, why haven't you just ordered it in from America?
Because, as I learned last week, sending anything via USPS costs like minimum $25 to send to
Okay,
UK,
fine.
which is
If you're a fan of
bullshit.
Dark Souls, why haven't you just made a US PSN account and bought some time cards? Well, not time cards,
There you
but
go.
PSN cards.
That's cheaper. Time cards. That would be awful.
What is this, a Switch? References
Things
to
switched up pretty quickly.
references to Nintendo Switch's stupid games in Japan. You know, like Resident Evil 7, where you can't buy the game, but you can buy time to play it.
That kind of hurts my heart.
Yeah.
Why? It's a rental service.
Yeah, but you can't actually buy the game at all. A rental service normally has a purchasable item as well.
You couldn't go to Blockbuster and be like, hey, I want to buy this game. Like, no, that's for rent, bitch.
I don't know
Yeah,
what
but the thing
decade
is,
you live
though,
in.
You can also go to Blockbusters. No, wait, what Blockbusters were you going to?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't know what decade you're living in or timeline.
Because
What are you talking
but in my
Blockbuster's
local...
been gone for like 1,000 years.
Anyway,
I'm
even
talking
if we're
about
talking
back in
about
the day.
1,000 years ago, my local Blockbusters actually had games for sale. So you could rent the game, and if you liked the game, you could buy the game, and they would actually put some of the money you paid to rent the game out of the purchase of the full game.
You know, there was something similar at one of the stores around here. It wasn't a, I think it was like Family Video, or not Family Video, something else.
Well, that
And whatever.
wasn't one of the things here in the state of Utah.
But instead of like putting the amount of money that we rented into it, they'd say, "Oh, you want to buy it? Okay, full price."
It wasn't like much. It'd be like the rental would be like £5, and then you might get 50p off it.
Oh my God, our rentals
Sure.
are like $9.
Yeah, like a rental would cost like maybe $10, and if we wanted to buy it after that, we'd
Wow.
still have to spend 60.
Now over here, the rental price was normally like £2 to £3 on average, and then when the PS3 came out, it jumped up to about £5. So, but on average,
At least with
it was
GameFly,
cheaper.
it's like that. GameFly is pretty nice like that.
Yeah.
Like $15 a month for one game, and if you want to keep that game, it's $45.
Yeah, that's very
So,
good.
Yeah,
But
it's a good
yeah, if
option.
you're a fan of Dark Souls, just why haven't you bought it already? In fact, you probably bought all of them already anyway. So just buy it for the 5th time, I guess.
Never enough.
Never enough. To be fair, I did the same with Final Fantasy VII.
I did the same with Metal Gear Solid. You should see my collection.
Yeah,
It's-
I think I have like
depressing.
4 copies of 7, not 5. So
I did the same thing with Dragon Quest 11. That wasn't by choice.
yeah, and you can't send me one because of this.
Yeah, it'll be cheaper for you to buy to send it to
Yeah. That's such shit, dude.
You know what's so shit? Bungie is
Besides
now
American
splitting around
politics?
from America, splitting away from America. From America, yeah.
Yes, get out! Yes, get out! Escape!
Damn it!
What?
Because you were talking about America, I'm like reading American sort of Activision.
They've escaped from America, aka corporate greed,
Ah.
aka Activision.
So Bungie gets away from Activision, and also takes away the rights to Destiny. I have a
That's
lot
hot.
of really things to say about this that will piss off a load of people. So I'm probably
Yeah?
going to go last. Because I want to be
No.
the salty dessert that fills your stomachs.
Ooh, no, go first. Go first. We can
Okay.
have a conversation about this.
A lot of people are incredibly happy about this change. So, you know,
I already
thinking
hate
that Activision, thinking that Activision are the devil, which they are the devil. You're right there. But a lot of the things that people have seem to be mistaken is the fact that Bungie weren't exactly the best partners for Activision. I mean, they got a 10-year contract with Activision. Now, if I was a game developer and I was in a studio close to $500 million, I would kind of want more production than 2 games. Now, they brought the Eververse system to Destiny 2 and Destiny 1, which everyone blamed on Activision. But on a podcast by one of the ex-BioWare developers, the leads, Bungie, they brought up the fact that the whole Eververse concept was actually made by Bungie, not Activision. Activision was asking Bungie for more content, but Bungie just said, no, we can't do that. Can we do this microtransaction DLC instead? Of course, Activision agreed because they want the money. They spend that much money on the series. They want their money back. It's understandable. And then when Destiny 2 was flopping a bit, Activision gave them 2 more studios to help with the game. They got High Moon Studios and Vicious Visions both helped with Destiny 2. High Moon Studios made the 2 DLCs that Bungie claimed they made. And VV Studios actually made the multiplayer for Forsaken. So as much as it's a good thing because independence is nice, I don't know how much this is going to improve Destiny in the future, if it does at all. That's my 2 cents.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Your 2 cents makes a lot of sense. I think one thing that they're going to be doing on that front is they're going to be vying for somebody else, like a forum to take them in and let them do the kind of things they want to do and still have the resources to, give and take.
Yeah. That's what I said. That's the problem. Everyone's like, oh, they can do what they want. They've got less choices now, in a way. Because at least with Activision, they had that big safety net behind them. That could take the blame as well.
And one thing you have to wonder then, like looking back at what you were just saying about Activision and microtransactions, that whole thing, you have to wonder if Bungie would have put it in if they hadn't been pressured to make money.
Well, they were being pressured to make content though, more than money. They weren't making content to keep people playing the Destiny. So, and they were asking Activision for more money to make content. So, it's one of the things that they had to do it because they wanted the money to keep making content. It's a games as a service. They've got to keep pumping it up to keep the players interested. They can't just be like, oh, now we're done.
Yeah. So I assume you're familiar with the newest style of content that they have in Destiny 2?
No, I haven't tried the new stuff. I stopped at Forsaken.
Okay.
So.
Well, in these last years since Forsaken's been out, it's become something more of a like a trickling sort of progress. Kind of like, and it's not so linear anymore.
That's good.
It's like you go around and do all these things and you build up these things, and it's more like an MMO environment, but it's not to that extent yet. It's a step in progress for them, and I feel like they're on the right track because it has that sense of gameplay immersed with lore, and it makes a nice combination as on top, like even including all the extra little shits you have to do, like the farming things and whatever. The game has an eye on it, like everyone's paying attention to what you're doing. NPC wise, I mean, like, especially with what is it, the oh my god, the dreaming, the new area, I can't remember what it's called, the dreaming something.
The Dreaming Sea?
Yeah, thank you. But most of that is funneled through Petra, one of the characters that's been around since Destiny 1.
That was the Queen.
Yep.
Which was like, again, by the way, they did that one PvE thing in 1 and then they never did it again, which was sad.
Yeah. But Gambit's pretty sick, actually. It took me a little bit to get around it, and it's a nice mode. Having to constantly think about jumping between PvE and PvP when it happens.
Nice.
Yeah, it took me a little bit. I was very frustrated just because I have a very different mindset for both of those things, so it took me a little bit. But it's kind of interesting. It's like they have a good direction built in now as they're potentially going out on their own, or looking for another studio to take them, or another publisher to take them. But I don't know, like you can argue as it like being like a paid service thing because they have annual passes at $35.
Yeah.
And that's for like trickling in content. Those
that's just
I don't know what they're really called. Well, it also includes like the mini expansions that come through the year too.
Well,
and the extra stuff that come with that.
Eververse was designed to try and pay for the events, like the holiday events.
Yeah.
So
like they have things in place. It's not perfect yet, by any means, but there is some potential there, and I think it's a good stepping stone for where they might want to go. But it's all in there. The ball is entirely in their court. Like this is kind of a time to be paying attention on all fronts as a consumer, and the developer obviously has to pay attention because they're wanting to find success again. But they have enough pieces there to work with to make it good.
Yeah.
They just need to do it, keep with it, keep ironing things out, stick to the vision, because the vision they seem to have now is very palpable. And yeah, I'm kind of actually more excited than I was when Destiny 2 came out.
Nice. Have you got anything to say, Gary?
Yes, I do. I don't really see this as the big deal that everybody else is seeing it as. To me, I see this as a below average company splitting with a massive publisher. And just because it's Activision, people are cheering Bungie for doing this. If this was anybody else, like, I don't know, like Capcom or Square Enix or anything like that, it wouldn't be as big a deal. Well, Konami doesn't really make games anymore. But but because it's Activision and it's fun to hate Activision, this is a bigger deal than it is. And because it's Bungie. Now, I just want to say that, in my personal opinion, Bungie has never been good. They've been average at best.
Halo 1 was amazing.
You can say that. That's fine.
Halo 2 had a lot of potential.
I thought it was good. I don't think it was great. And the fact that they went in and they continued to create essentially the same game over and over and over again, and then finally split from Microsoft. They got tired of doing that. Yeah. They wanted their freedom, and they went to Activision, which everybody was happy about. It was like, oh, you know, Bungie's going to make games for other consoles now because Halo was so amazing. So a lot of people probably thought they'd get an experience like Halo on PC and PlayStation, things like that. And what they got instead, in my personal opinion, was a game that was so messed up that they themselves said they have no idea what Destiny is. They've said this in multiple interviews. And
they got
the
Borderlands
game,
Light.
To me, Destiny had zero direction. They had a world they built, but they didn't know what they wanted to do with it. And you can see it in all the marketing. Is it a first-person shooter? Is it an MMO? Is it an RPG? Is it a strategy game? What the hell is it? They did not know. Yes, it's a first-person shooter gameplay-wise, but is it open world? Kind of, maybe. It has random events that respawn every, whatever amount of time. So it's an MMO. No, not really, because it's got a separate PvP mode. And, it has no direction. And the fact that they didn't really know what it was really hurt that game. The fact that they couldn't tell me, the consumer, what game I'm buying really hurt it.
Yeah.
And we saw that with the amount of content that was in the game, which was bare bones, less than most MMOs when they launch. And, then they go and strip a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff started to come. They stripped the story mode, put it into these Grimoire cards. And then they decided, if you want story, we're releasing all this DLC. And it's like, all this stuff should have been in the game. If you can say something like that about any game, Destiny's that game. That stuff should have been in the game. Why it wasn't, I don't know. If it's Activision's fault, they wanted to do DLC, whatever, it doesn't matter. But then they go and they announce Destiny 2, which in my opinion was the biggest slap in the face to everybody who the original Destiny. Because here's the first Destiny, and it's completely abandoned at this point. And then here we go with Destiny 2. This isn't like a Final Fantasy XIV debacle where they completely remade and redid the game. This is them releasing Destiny 2 with pretty much all the same problems that the first one had. They literally addressed almost nothing. Sure, they added a story mode, which people can get through in 2 hours, and they complained that it was so short and it didn't do anything to the story. And then you have, again, all this DLC stuff. And again, I have to buy season, I have to do this. And nothing changed. In my opinion, nothing changed between the two games. So, Ben, you said they only released 2 games, and Activision maybe wanted more out of them. In my opinion, it should have just been the one game that they continued to support and evolve and change. But instead, they abandoned it, decided to release another game for $60, and force people to buy that, abandon the first game, throw it away into the dumpster fire because nobody's playing it anymore. And you're back to the same problems and the same issues. And whether that's Bungie's fault, whether that's Activision's fault, in my opinion, it doesn't matter because it's a failure both ways. Whoever's fault it is, it's a failure. And I would be pissed. If I'm a consumer and this situation is happening, I would be pissed because I don't know what the future of Destiny 2 is. I personally don't think Bungie, as a company who's gone independent, can support the amount of money it's going to take to keep the servers going, to keep producing content for Destiny 2, and whatever else they need to do for the game, announcing new expansions, new whatever they're planning to announce. They have this puzzle that everybody's talking about that they can't fix. Well, the people are saying it's so hard to fix, and now they found out that the puzzle was released with no real solution. Like it's a broken puzzle. People can't fix it. They can't figure it out. Like, what does that tell you? It just says again, there's no direct. Why is there even a puzzle in a game like Destiny 2? It's a shooter. It's not a freaking puzzle game.
Oh, they've always had puzzles before. It's just that this one's broken. Like the
Yeah. So how can you possibly release a puzzle without a solution?
Like, remember the last raid, the Callus raid? There's kind of a puzzle there. Remember with the switches, Tim?
Oh yeah.
Where you got to hit the switches in the right order to open the door.
Retreats.
So.
But yeah, for me, I like everybody's so happy about the split, and all I'm seeing is Destiny 2 is going to go under, just like the first one did. If they announce a Destiny 3, good for them. They didn't learn anything with Destiny 2, so I don't even want to trust that they're going to learn anything with Destiny 3. And we've talked about this before. All the key players of Bungie that made it a successful company, I am doing air quotes here because I don't think they are, they're all gone.
Just like Rare.
Yeah, this is a Rare situation.
And
like Bungie is still holding on to that Halo success.
Yeah.
And they have proven to me that outside of that Halo success, they can't do anything else.
Yeah.
And I'm happy if they want to be independent, good for them. But I want to tell you about Obsidian and I want to tell you about Ninja Theory. They both talked about how great it is that they don't have to be on a schedule to get things done. They don't have to. They can go in and make the game they want to make. They can use the engine they want to use.
By the way,
they talked about independence so much.
Please get rid of the Destiny engine. It's the worst engine. No, seriously, it takes them 12 hours to render the map before they can start editing it. And then another 12 hours to save it. So.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, like, they all talked about how great it is to be independent. And it's fine, because I thought their independent... Pillars of Fire, great game. Or Pillars of Eternity, sorry. That Obsidian did. And the second one, great games. Freaking Hellblade, one of the best freaking story experiences I've ever experienced. And the sound design is amazing. But those games essentially put them into bankruptcy.
Yeah.
And they both had to get help. And that help came from Microsoft. Microsoft bought them out. So you can talk about independency all you want, and that's great. But two of the biggest names in the independent circuit are no longer independent.
Yeah. So
if Bungie can do it, good for them. I don't think they can. And I wouldn't be surprised. Respawn did the same thing. Respawn, look at us, independent. We split from Activision and Infinity Ward, and now we're owned by Electronic Arts.
By the way, Just remember that the next game Bungie makes will not be Destiny. It'll be whatever game that...
I personally think they know Destiny is a failure.
No, remember they got a deal last year with NetEasy. NetEasy paid them $100 million to start working on a new IP. So, whatever Bungie's working in next, it probably isn't Destiny. It's probably whatever the new NetEasy game is.
Well,
I don't know if it's a
whatever
mobile or a retail game, but yeah. I'm hoping $100 million is a mobile.
Yeah, like the news that came out that they were cheering when it was all announced in the studio. Jason Schreier revealed that information. They did the same thing when they split with Microsoft. Yeah. To me, it just sounds like lazy development. Like, to me, it just sounds like they are tired of working on this and they want to move on to something. Yeah. Like, they are not buying into their own product. Like, if they wanted to make this game as a games for service, this is what games for service is. You work on that one game pretty much your entire life. Like, does the Final Fantasy 14 team maybe want to work on Final Fantasy 16, the MMO? Probably.
Yeah.
But they know what they signed up for. Final Fantasy 14 is essentially a lifetime commitment. Yeah. That's their game. That's the only game you're going to deal with it or leave.
Yeah, Yoshi P said he wants to step down one day.
Exactly. You think he's happy getting all the hate mail at the same time as all the love letters?
Well, no, it's not just that. He's just tired because he's also head of a division and he's got like 4 different jobs. he wants to step down from 14 just because he wants a break. he's like, what do you call it from, what was that game you said that the Corey, the God of War developer. Yoshi gets so sick. He looks so tired and sick the closer he gets to release. He really does. He looks like the game's going to kill him.
Yeah.
It's why.
And it probably is because.
It's why last time I love Final Fantasy, but everyone started complaining that they went on holiday after. The reason why the patch was going to be a couple of weeks late is because they went on holiday after the expansion. And they started complaining. I'm like, no. Because what they did was, I think it was for Heaven's Ward. No, for Stormblood. I think it was. They Yoshi P paid for all his staff and his staff's families to go on a cruise for a couple of weeks.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good on him.
So. But everyone's that means the patch is delayed by 2 weeks. Like, yeah. But they also don't die, so means you'll get patches.
But yeah, for me, it's a debacle both ways. To me, Destiny was never what they told us it would be, and it never ended up being really anything outside of an idea that different people went in and tried to execute. And it felt like you can even see it with all these expansions where they keep adding these different gameplay styles, and it's like,
well, as I said, a lot
where's
of the deals,
the direction?
As I said before, a lot of the DLCs, especially for Destiny 2, weren't even made by Bungie. So, Activision had other studios working on it.
Like it's that thing where I always say, if you're gonna get funding with a third-party publisher, like an Activision, like an EA, Capcom, it doesn't matter. You have to know that funding comes with the fact that they have some creative control. They're giving you money not for you to go dick around. They want to be in control of their money.
Unless you're Square Enix and paying Toriyama. I mean, not Toriyama, I mean...
Toriyama.
Yeah, Toriyama. Nomura.
I gotta tell you, if I were paying Akira, I would never tell him what to do. I'd be like, just make me money, please, and thank you.
Well, to be fair though, as much as I love the guy, if you paid him money to go design stuff, you'll just end up seeing Goku, Trunks, and Bulma and all of that again anyway. Because a lot of the characters he's designed ends up a lot like Dragon Ball characters.
Okay.
So
like to me, the fact that Activision was willing to part with the Destiny license tells me that they do not see it as a viable franchise.
Yeah.
They don't need it because it's not going to make them money. It's not going to be a Call of Duty. That's for sure.
Then again,
money-wise,
the CEO at Activision never plays games. He's never played a game in his life.
Because he's looking at the numbers. If Call of Duty is making more money every year than Destiny has as games of service, which one are you going to go with?
As somebody on the complete outside, I guess I would just be with money.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what this industry needs, isn't it? Money moguls, because that creates ingenuity, doesn't it?
But that's the problem with Destiny. Like, the passion isn't behind that game. Like, I don't see the passion from the developer in that game.
Yeah.
I just see them
Forsaken,
pretty much.
They seem to put a bit of passion.
Forsaken's been great.
Yeah.
Even with its flaws, it's been great.
I mean, I didn't want to buy it because it killed off my favorite character, but...
Oh, man. It was so bittersweet. Holy fuck.
And that's not a spoiler because they showed that in the fucking trailer.
That was the whole premise of the trailer.
So.
But yeah, like I don't think they can sit independent. I would not be surprised in a year's time somebody gobbles them up. Because I just don't see it. I don't think they're that great of a studio, and I personally wouldn't care to buy that.
Full circle, Microsoft buys them.
I would not bat an eye to it. I wouldn't even care.
Yeah.
I really wouldn't because I'm sorry, I just don't think they were great. I loved the original idea of Halo before Microsoft, got the licensing deal for that, where it was an RTS with the cool concept of you can go and select a random unit in that RTS and play that RTS as a first-person shooter. That was an awesome idea. That was what the original Halo was until it became the standard first-person shooter.
Did the original Bungie Halo have an insult to Microsoft in it?
I have no idea.
I remember hearing that they put some code in saying we dislike Microsoft because it was going to be a game for Apple Macs originally, and then Microsoft bought them.
Yeah, and that's for a PS2 as well.
Yeah, because they had Oni on PS2, right?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. See, I know my Bungie histories.
But yeah, to me, this doesn't do anything for me. People are happy because it's fun to hate on Activision.
Yeah.
But
as I said, I want it to be a good thing, but I'm gonna not be a weird person. Just go, yay! Activision's lost the thing.
I don't think they lost it. They gave it to them because they didn't want it anymore. Yeah. If Activision wanted it,
they would have paid all the monies. All of them. So I think we're done, really, with this topic. Is there anything else you want to add after we talked about stuff, Tim?
Refute my debate, man. Tell me I'm wrong at everything.
I just wonder how... I don't know. Now I'm thinking about that RTS thing, and I'm thinking, that might be a cool concept, but how would they, narratively put that into something? How would they give it that sense of, narrative grounding to make it impacting, the first game kind of had? And then what ended up coming into 2? Makes you wonder.
No.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like something like that is way too widespread. It would end up just being like a Civ 5. So it's more like your experience versus what they wanted to create for you.
Yeah, nothing about my idea of what I said. Cool. I'll take that as you guys agree with me.
Well, okay. So, I teased it last week. It's coming back once I've worked out how to order by date. We're bringing back Metacritic game.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Question though. Are we starting over? So who won last time? We continue.
I will have to announce next week once I've checked the score again. I have it saved. I thought I announced already who won.
No.
I'll have to look for it. I know I've got it saved as a text file. But this will be starting
Unless
over.
it says Gary, you don't have to tell him.
This will be starting over. So we'll be starting over.
Okay.
2019 new start. And I thought because it's, our favourite friend's game. Well, favourite friend's Neil Bolt's thing we used to do. We should start with Hitman HD Enhanced Collection. I think that's a nice.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Tim. What do you think he'll get?
Oi.
I don't think that's a score.
Yeah, well, I don't know what number system you're using.
If he's where I think he is making that's a 10 out of 10, man.
Huh?
I think I'm gonna give it like a 77.
Okay. Gary.
71.
And I will give it an 80. So, yeah.
You bastard.
That's high, man. That is high.
Well, it's a good game. Okay.
It is a good game.
Ace Combat 7.
0.
I want it so
Gary.
bad. 85.
Tim.
Dude, I don't know. I have no idea how to gauge this. Hell. I'm just gonna...
69.
I don't know. 79 again. 79 again.
I didn't want to talk to you.
Chili. It's got a 7 in it, so that means it's going to be something to do with 7. So I'm going to go with 70. Actually, no, I'm going to go with 69.
Nice! If it's a flat 69, you just get all the money.
I get all the points.
All the P points.
So yeah, we'll leave it with those two for now. Because then next week
I haven't.
we've got Resident Evil 2,
Mm-hmm.
Kingdom Hearts 3,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, Spike Volleyball.
Spike Volleyball? Really?
Yes,
Is the volleyball game coming?
it's a Spike. It's that spin-off of Buffy that we all wanted, where Spike goes off to play volleyball.
Oh, I thought this was maybe... I would have been more interested if it had been, embedded in the Cowboy Bebop world, but I guess not.
What if it's a crossover of every character named Spike?
Oh my god.
As they go,
Yes.
as they go play volleyball together.
So you have Spike Spiegel right next to Spike the dog from Rugrats. I can't handle this. Oh, hell.
And it doesn't have to be Spike exactly. Yeah, it could be like, the cool word of SPYKE as well. Yeah, because pool literacy is cool. Thanks, Linkara. I topped the full doctor. We're going to end it now, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've got the scores down. By the way, Tim, did you want 77 or 79? Because I heard 77 for Hitman.
I'm going to do 79.
Okay, I'll switch this to 79 then.
Close the
Thank
doors
you.
and don't let anybody in.
Also, Gary's talking to himself.
Yeah.
Gary, is that your favourite Mass Effect?
That's the best Mass Effect.
Don't let anybody in.
Don't let
Must be
anybody
Mormons.
in.
He lives in Utah. That must be Mormons.
As I said before, Mormons is why Crash Team Racing was the best-selling game in Utah.
That still baffles me. I can't handle it.
That's because Crash Team Racing and the CTR is one of the a famous slogan for Mormons.
Yep.
So they thought that was something to do with the Mormon religion and bought it.
Oh, it means choose the right.
That's it, yeah. So they thought the Crash Team Racing logo was choose the right. So...
Yeah, so basically, choose the right.
Choose the right.
AKA, choose the alt-right.
Damn you Mormons. Even though you've got one of the coolest names. I like Mormon.
I am a Mormon, and a Mormon just
I'm
believes.
so glad I came back for this turn.
We figured it was Mormons at your door.
Yeah, so we discussed it to talk about the Mormon.
No, apparently there was a shooting at the mall literally across the street from me. So there's
Shut the doors.
cars everywhere.
Go into your basement.
Yeah,
everyone's okay.
I just had to go tell my mom to go walk the in.
Wait, you told your mom to go walk the dog?
I have no idea. No, lock all the doors and don't let anybody in.
I was going to say.
No, I mean you guys. You guys are okay? Everyone's okay?
Yeah, you okay?
Yeah. Everything's okay here.
He's marked safe on Facebook.
No, we just saw a bunch of cop cars driving around the neighborhood.
To be fair,
what's going on?
There is a shootout at the mall, so the whole 10 people are in danger. Because
actually, ours is the busiest mall in the state, so...
So 12.
There's only one town in Utah, right?
Wow.
I don't know anything about Utah.
I know. No, that's not. I was going to say, no, it has loads of potatoes, but no, that's somewhere else, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Idaho.
That's Idaho.
Yeah. Close-ish, but not.
Can't believe
no spud. What? You don't like Utah either?
I do sometimes.
Sometimes, when it's
cool
not being
name.
run by the right.
I like the name Utah, though. That is cool.
Choose the right, Gary?
No, choose the Crash Bandicoot. CTR.
choose the Bandicoot Racing.
Yeah. Choose the racing.
That's awesome. So now I'm just going to walk around with this shirt, and Mormons are going to think it's one thing, but it's really something.
Yep.
Yeah.
You should be like, I'm going to play CTR so bad, so much when it comes out. You'd be like, oh, wow, really? Wow, I never thought you would, Gary.
Are they going to get confused, though, when it says CTR Remastered?
To be fair, I feel like confusion is a general consensus within the CTR group.
Anyway, let's take away the politics. Because fuck Brexit.
I get it.
Yeah.
Good plug. I liked it. We're getting a little bit of culture on both ends. Yeah. Anti-culture, anyway.
So, video games. They're coming out soon. They've been out, and you can fondle them right now if you've got them. But
fondle if you got them.
But I think this will be the end of this week's episode of Unchained, because otherwise we'll just be talking about nothing. And
what are you talking about? What have we been playing?
What? Okay, fine, Gary. What have you been playing?
Oh my god! What have you been playing?
Final Fantasy.
That's easy.
Done.
That took forever, Chris. You're not Chris or Gary. God damn it.
We know that Tim's been playing Kingdom Hearts.
There is one other game he's been playing that I want to.
What?
Broken Bow.
I don't know.
Legends.
It has tails. It has dudes with swords.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
There's a dog that joins your party.
Oh, this is like this is like Chris's wet dream, the video game.
What, Sonic the Hedgehog?
So you've been
it has tails, that has a dog in your party.
It's called Knuckles.
Tales of Vesperia. I haven't been playing that.
Nice.
Played quite a bit of it.
Is it under embargoes?
Yeah.
Wow, that is so much information. I can't even contain myself. Tell me about it.
He said there's embargoes.
No, it's past embargo. It's all good. Everything's published.
Tell us
the game was out like a week and a half ago.
Fondle our eardrums with your
I don't think you want
news.
that. I don't think you want that. You might make yourself go deaf after that.
Caress our eardrums.
I don't know. It's been a little while, but like I was a little surprised by this game, and it's one that I've been looking for since its inception, and Microsoft bought it. Pigs, but I have not been disappointed with this one. It is interesting in how like rooted in the game's foundation is. Like the gameplay itself is very simple. It's not so arcadey. It's not. I don't want to say a step back in a bad way because it's really not. It's not a bad thing at all. It's so accessible and it's so open and it really allows for there to be like a fun time with it without getting itself too embedded in the gameplay. So like it's a really good vessel for building your characters, of course, which is what a good RPG element should be, and then you have that making it easier to get from like narrative beat to narrative beat and finding things, and it has this really good balance to it that is kind of missing from new games, RPG wise anyway. And like even though the game isn't like super complicated in how it plays, it just has a really awesome overarching narrative and like personal themes and just really solid execution on all fronts. It's just on all cylinders running really hard, but it's also incredibly relaxed and chilled and like easy to take in, and it's a very chill RPG in that sense too, kind of like how a lot of older games were, but it's not a lazy game either. Like it's not mindless. Like I was fully engaged the whole time, but I wasn't stressed out and I wasn't like being pushed into these different things. It was very just chill, but I was fully absorbing everything, and like that's pretty uncommon when it comes to games like this for me. And yeah,
Call from
it's a really good time.
Available.
Oh look, it's Alfonso phoning to be on the show. Alfonso, how do you feel?
I hope it is Alfonso. Wait a second, you're telling me that Alfonso has Gary's personal number and we don't?
Man, there's a SWAT team outside my window.
Holy
A
shit.
SWAT team?
Yeah, they got automatic rifles and dogs.
Oh shit, dude.
Jesus.
Maybe you guys should get in the basement.
Get in the bathtub. I heard that is safe. No, that's tornadoes.
For tornadoes, yeah.
Yeah.
Get in the basement. It's safer from bullets.
Yeah. Well, get into a place where there's no windows that the bullets can
Yeah.
go through.
Sorry,
That's
for some
also-
reason my headset doesn't Discord. So I thought it was muted. Sorry.
No, you're good.
No, it's fine.
We're getting in the life and times of Gary
It'll get us hits. Oh god.
on radio.
That hurt me saying that. Please stay safe, Gary. Hey,
Yeah, you guys should get
I want to
downstairs.
talk about 14.
Yeah?
I did the new 24-man raid with Fran.
Oh!
Yeah. Yeah.
How much rating do you actually do?
It took a while to. It took me a couple of attempts to beat actually because it's quite tough.
Sorry, Ben. I think what he's asking, how much time did you spend watching her rather than rating?
Oh yeah, she follows you in the raid, so quite a while. So yeah,
Nice.
that's the only cutscenes I didn't skip.
Weird.
Yeah. And they basically ripped out her model from 12. So,
Sweet.
yeah. They added the new dungeon as well, which was good. Gimlet Dark, which is you got to do the story to unlock. The new trial, which is Siryu, which is a giant snake. Hydra thing. So yeah, that's some good stuff in 14. And by the time this goes live, Blue Mage would have been locked. And I'll be grinding Blue Mage because I want to be a Blue Mage.
Up to level 50.
Yeah, up to level 50. Which is fine. Yeah.
Because it does sound like it would be pretty OP.
I just like the ability to kill myself.
Wow. do you need to talk? I'm here for you.
No, there's like 3 different ways to do it. There's self-destruct, which blows yourself up and does AoE damage. Final Sting, which like you just stab the enemy. And then there's transfusion where you heal the teammate and then you die. So,
Oh boy.
yeah. Anyway, Blue Mage. By the time this goes live, it'll be out. So that's what I'm going to be playing, and I have been playing. And Dragon Ball, of course, but they've been doing the old raids every 3 days. So they just did the Vegeta raid. So
are they still bringing in hacked players?
yeah, there's still hack players.
Do they get banned at all, or does Bandai not care?
I don't think they care anymore. See, people don't mind the mod characters when it's just visual, but it's when people like use hacked characters that have abilities that you're not even supposed to have. Like before this even player raid characters came out, people would hack because there's like pre-made like UA, Goku, Jiren, Kefla, and all that lot.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those moves can't be used by custom characters. But some people will hack the game to add the characters that moves that you can't learn normally.
So is it it's only PlayStation 4 servers you play with, right?
Yeah.
Because it's on PS4?
Yeah.
How do people like jailbreak their PS4s to do that then, or what?
I don't know exactly how they do it, but I think it's literally just a save editor.
Oh wow.
I'm not gonna say it all here, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, the general concept of a save editor is pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn.
Again, I don't condone it. I just enjoy the game for what it is.
Hashtag.
So, especially as there's going to be possibly new DLC announced tomorrow. Or 2 days ago. Time is very confusing.
I still need Kefla, because Kefla is big. Kefla is the best character.
I don't know how much she is, actually, because I bought it, but I think it's about £6-7.
Because
you get her.
I still need to get the game.
Yeah, you do.
I'm such a slacker. I need to get the game still.
It's 2 years old now, Tim.
I know. That's like ancient as shit.
Well, it is for a fighting game, really.
Yeah, kinda.
Apart from Street Fighter, how many anime games do you think get supported for? It's on discount in England, actually. Save 66%.
Blaze Blue?
No, I guess Blaze Blue.
Yeah. Darkstalker, maybe? Cult following, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for a Dragon Ball game, at least, anyway, it's rare.
Well, now I don't think so, just because... No, I don't think so, just because of how hot Dragon Ball is now. Again.
I'm sorry.
It has Dragon Ball in the name.
I was paying attention to the outside. What were you guys talking about, Darkstalkers?
Just games that are supported for a long time after release.
I was just saying about how impressed I am that Dragon Ball's still getting updates even now.
Xenoverse, oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's the most supported game it's gotten since Street Fighter V.
Yeah.
For a fighting game, at least.
I mean, I'm sure it has a lot to benefit from, the whole hotness of Dragon Ball again. But it's still impressive that they have quality content coming with it.
Yeah, because, like, honestly, I don't think the game play itself, like, it's good, but it's not, like, anything below an 8, I would give.
Yeah.
Especially with the camera controls. The camera is just out of control in that game. But it's amazing. And I think you're right. It is due to it being Dragon Ball. Like if that was any other franchise, I don't think it'd get. Not even Naruto gets that kind of support.
I mean, it has 8 different DLC packs now. Season 1, which was Carbo and Frost, Champa and Vados, Goku, Black Rose, Zamasu and Bojack, Vegeta and Fuse Zamasu.
Bojack? Gross.
Yeah. And then the extra DLC pack 1 was Deborah, Boo, Tapion and Android 13. Then it was UI Goku, Fu... No, then it was Jiren, Fu, Android 17 and UI Goku. And then it was Super Baby Vegeta and Kefla. And then it was Broly and Gogeta. Like,
Oh, they're out now?
Yeah, they're out. They've been out for a few weeks.
Oh, delicious. I missed that. Shit.
Yeah, Gogeta's really overpowered online.
Weird.
Yeah, they added 2 new characters, a new stage, 5 new quests, 9 skills, 2 costumes, and 15 super souls. So, but what I like is the fact that every DLC pack comes with a second DLC pack, which is free. Yeah, they always had their free pack, which adds costumes and some other stuff, and then they have the paid DLC as well.
Do they have everything packaged in one bundle yet, or is it all still...
It's two bundles.
Okay.
But if you just want Kefla, then you just buy Kefla.
Yeah.
Well, buy the
cheap
Kefla
stuff.
bundle anyway, which is Baby Vegeta and Kefla.
What a terrible combination.
Yeah, that makes no sense. One's canon and one's cannon fodder.
Yeah.
Oh, you get Baby Vegeta and Kefla.
To be fair, though,
shit.
I
Buy
use-
this pack that comes with Vegeta and Master Roshi. Like, it makes no
You would
sense.
buy that. You would buy
I
that.
would buy it, but the combination of the two characters doesn't make any sense.
To be fair, I use Baby Vegeta's ultimate attack because it's one of the best in the game.
Do you have? Can you use Kefla's
Yeah,
circle attack
Yeah.
thing? The circle energy thing? Because that attack is a bay. Oh my god.
yeah. Most of the attacks are customizable for your character.
Yes, that's amazing.
Okay,
Right.
I just want to know,
God, I need that game.
is Master Roshi playable in that game yet?
I don't think so. No.
No buy, don't buy it.
Oh my god.
But
Did they at least have like his facial expressions, like the nosebleed and everything when he sees like female character?
You just want a UI Roshi, don't you?
I do.
Roshi.
Who doesn't want UI Roshi?
Me.
You could
He
get
dodged Jiren's attacks like they were nothing.
To be fair,
Oh
though,
my
you
God.
could
In the
make
manga.
you could make your own
Yeah.
Roshi because you can get the whole turtle helmet outfit. So
Oh my god, yes. But
You
do
could
I
just
have
make
his cool ability? Because Roshi can't fly. So
yeah,
if he can fly, then it's not real. Like, that still blows my mind. He's so damn powerful, but he still doesn't know how to fly.
that's because flying is his rival school. He doesn't want to learn it. He's
I
too
guess,
proud.
but he has no problem with anybody else or students.
He's just not a hypocrite. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
he's just too proud
Wow.
of himself to learn it. It doesn't mean he's going to force his students to just learn his stuff. In fact, he's probably for a master, he's probably one of the most open masters because when Goku was planning to go out and train in the world, he's like, yeah, go ahead, go.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't go, no, you're my student. You learn from me. I am your senpai.
Were you gonna say? I thought you were gonna say senpai.
I am your senpai. Senpai Roshi.
I am senpai.
Man, this is crazy. Can you
Are
guys
they
hear that
still okay over
helicopters
there?
through my headset?
No.
We need more
Oh, they
updates
got
on the
helicopters
Shoo
and
Bang
everything.
Bangs.
No, people are still in the mall. They're like hiding in stores and everything.
You live across from a mall?
Yeah.
I mean, I know that's not the focus here, but I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't know that
Yeah.
either. No, we know.
That kind of explains why you live so close to a Wendy's.
Mm. And
Which
a
I'm
Taco
jealous.
Bell, and the Red Lobster and the Red Robin. Red
I don't know what
Robin.
those are, but I'm going to go with those now.
Red Robin. Yum.
I want to go to Taco Bell next
Insane.
week, but I also can't be asked to spend the money.
Yeah, it's fine. You don't want to pay for things that you're just going to rent anyway.
Well, no, it's just that there's one Taco Bell in York, but it's like the complete opposite way of where we're going. So
From what I'm reading online, they think the suspect is still in the mall.
Okay.
live from PlayStation Unchained, you'll find out about
The active shooter alive, man. Jesus. I'm here. I'm reporting. I am a journalist of
Gary-
other than games.
Gary's the best journalist.
I should get on my roof with a telescope.
Oh my god, don't.
don't
I think
no,
the better
don't.
question is why I have a telescope.
We have it recorded. We told him. Oh, we know why you have a telescope,
we
Gary.
don't need to know that. Chris has
To look at
told
the
us.
stars, man.
Yeah, sure.
Coincidentally, he was telling me he had really hot neighbors.
Wow.
Chris says
He's a
thank
peeping
you.
Gary. He uses it to see Chris from his window.
Yeah.
He just wants to know what Chris is doing all the time because he loves Chris.
We all know that he was trying to buy one powerful enough to see me.
You had to, but Gary didn't compensate for the curvature of the Earth.
He thought the world was flat.
He is from Utah. Same.
Anyway, let's wrap this up so that Gary can go hide in the basement, like we've suggested.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hide. There's an anime podcast next. Maybe.
Anyway, so shout outs, Tim.
Listeners, of course, you're all just Bay, like 100% Bay. You guys for being you guys are Bay. Also, everyone's just Bay today. Fonzie, come back. Come on. Miss you.
Come back. No, we want you back.
No, we want you back all the time, all the time, all the time, all the time.
So all I want is Fonzie to come back, dude.
Hey, and we also
I saw
want
your
some
pictures
Neil.
on Instagram, Fonzie, hanging out with your girl and stuff. I want to be in their picture.
We also
You
want
want
Neil.
to be his girlfriend?
Well, we know that. They fight enough. So, Gary, you got any shout-outs?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, shout outs all of you guys for having me on. As always, Tim, I'm glad you're able to join after I harassed you every social thing and random text messages that I can. Chris, no shout out to you because you're an asshole, right?
Wow.
Shout out to my boy Ed. Timefall 2 is the best first-person shooter of the generation.
It needs to be better supported.
Yeah, it's.
It needs the same support as Xenoverse.
Oh my god.
Or Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fonzie. Yeah, as always, I miss you. I want you all over my face and my lower back. But you're not around, and I miss you. And I saw those pictures of you in that weird museum place or whatever that was. I want to be there. I want to be one of the things that you sit on.
I get it.
Just saying.
He doesn't care if it's in public. Just saying.
Yep. Yeah.
Womp.
I'd like to do a shout out to twitch.cc Phoenix Sam Radio, shout out to twitch.do some Mushroom Radio, shout out to twitch.2 Heroes the Tank, shout out to Gav twitch.2 Gav to get, shout out to musicalsxv at musicalsxv.com. Also shout out to Moogle Go Around Radio at twitch.2 and Moogle Go Around Radio. Go check it out. We're now independent from Phoenix Sam Radio. Go check them out. MoogleGoRadio.wordpress.com. Also go check out MoogleGoAround.podbean.com. Also go check out ps2.com, www.ps2.com. Also words. And until next week, there'll be some more words. Bye. Also, we miss you, Klaus.